Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. You know it's a good day when you got the 2024 money DCG shirt on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Today was a wonderful day. Josh says I made $1,000 on ES before I could wipe my butt. Hey, he's wild over there. Good job, Josh. We got dinner on you, so let us know where to show up at. You know what I mean? You guys are all having a wonderful day today. You already made some money in the markets. Put a one in the box real quick. I want to see something. Let's see you made some money today.
I ain't make no money today, my boy.
You did or you
I,
didn't? Did you make money or no? Okay. All right. All right. Hey, welcome, welcome. I see some ones in the box. This is a great day. Tonight's objective. If you got questions, I'll love to answer them. Just let me get through mine first, and then anything you got for me, you can fire away. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go over the report, how we make money, get specific stocks and options for that, and then I'll give you back your time. So let's get ready to roll. Let me share my screen. And hey, we taking off now. If you do have any questions along the way, just throw them in the box or just pop on the mic if you want. What screen do you guys see? You see a whole bunch of charts, or do you see my other two screens?
Now we see all charts.
Okay, perfect. The new Zoom, it's like weird because it used to mirror the old boxes of whatever screen it was on, and this one it's like I'm not sure which one it shows up, but all right, that's
Nice
cool.
and bright.
Perfect. All right, we'll bring it back right here. I know we on this screen. All right, here we go. MasterMind report. If you don't know where to get this, it is in the Discord as well in DCG Elite IO back office. You can see right here. You do see this. Come down here to alert stocks and options. Jamar did post this up yesterday at 7:54 p.m. Just so if you don't have it, you can make a copy and put it on your computer, and you will see what I see right here. So it's our six-figure trading plan for all of us in DCG. So it's a lot of things. You got NFTs, crypto, but more importantly, or I should say, for me, my objective is to share with you the part I put in the stocks and options side. So let's roll with it. I highly recommend going through all this. You got the Bitcoin seasonality. This is this month, tells us the red and green days based off a probability in a sense of previous days. But you come right here to the Oracle breakdown. Here's your calendar. And the reason I did not take any trades today is because today is the first. And if you see this right here, what do you see? You see a bearish predictable day. What happened in the stock market today? Did we go up or did we go down? We went down. So let me get my new drawing tool. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm gonna mute you real quick. Awesome, awesome. All right. So what you see here on the chart? You see the two different areas. You got your bearish predictable days and you got your bullish predictable days. You don't know this. Bearish means historically we see down days. Bullish means we historically see up days, right? So how can we utilize that to our game plan? Well, very, very simple. We can use the days to give us a better than random probability, right? So I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger right there so we could see. It gives us a higher probability, right? And us as traders, we need to stay consistent. My major three rules: stay consistent, use proper risk management, and of course, trade your plan. Without any of those three, you are setting yourself up for failure. But once again, that's just my opinion. So when we take trades in the stock side, right? We didn't get there yet, but we're about to. When we take trades in the stock side, we wanted to enter the market this month between the 1st and the 3rd, knowing tomorrow is the 2nd. If we have another huge red day tomorrow, I will be entering all of my call trades and my leap trades, right? If we take a trade today, let me scroll down a little bit. Let's say we took the trade today and we are down on it, right? And we want to enter another position. We're going to go over all this, but like I like to enter my positions on bearish days, right? So I'd have an alert right here if I need to enter a trade or if I miss something. Here's another day, especially if they are red or they are down. I definitely want to enter the markets in those, and it also helps guide me in swing trades, right? So I say all that to say this. I use these dates in my calendar to give me a heads up. Now, this is where it gets fun. You come down here to the beast mode section. Every single month, I give you guys stocks, right? these upper threshold stocks right here, I want to say we have a over 85% probability. And that's being realistic in a sense where we do lose trades, but when we stay consistent and we trade the plan, we pair it with that risk management, we expect to win, right, over time. Might not be this one individual trade, might not be 2 trades. What I'm getting at is out of every 10 trades, I expect to win 7, 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 trades, right? That's just me based off the probability and some of the tools and scanners that we use to get that. This month right here, you see the calls, right? You could buy shares or you could buy call options. On the left-hand side, you see the puts. You can buy put options to take advantage of that, right? So this month on the 1st and 3rd, we want to take it. We have a couple rules for this first threshold of stocks. I get tons of messages, and that's why we go over this, because we constantly have new people coming in each month. And if you need a refresher, hey, it doesn't hurt either. So first things first, right? On all these calls, we are taking the 3rd Friday following month, right? So that's threshold number 1. Number 2, we still use our rules, right? What's our rules? Well, we want the bid and ask to be less than, right? Less than 20% on the bid and ask column. We want to see our open interest greater than 100. That's how many people's at the party, and that's how we can get out of the trade, the liquidity aspect. And we want to see the delta, right? Delta, we want to see greater than 19 cents. This way, it ensures whether you have a small account, a large account, or a medium account, we can all take trades together. We may not always get the same stock options, and that's why we kind of walk through it, right? The last thing, right? I don't have a ROI stop loss. So when you take a trade in the stock option world, my love for stock options is simply this. We can only lose 100% of the position, but when we take a swing trade with the third Friday of the following month, we're giving ourselves 45 days of time. We are not going to take 100% loss. We can, but the probability is very, very low, right? And I say that to say this. You could take 100% loss if we went to war or something happened where a bomb went off and the market actually tripped the limit downs 2, 3, 4 days in a row. That's like SPY going from 550 down to like 400 or 450, like something crazy, like dropping 100 points in 3 days. That's really not, I mean, it could happen, but the probability, once again, is highly unlikely, right? So our last trading day, right? Sorry about my writing. My last trading day of that month, that is where I'm going to cut the trade, exit, done. Whatever it is worth from an ROI standpoint, I will cut it on the last trading day of this month if these trades never go out. Another thing that I forgot to mention as well, we'll put the star right here. I give myself the advantage to average in 3 times. So you remember earlier, we talked about the bearish and bullish predictable days. If we take these calls or the shares and buy it tomorrow, and in a week's time, we don't see any profits, right? It doesn't hit our trail stop limit, then I will use another bearish predictable day to add another position into that, all right? So let me repeat that. I give myself the advantage or the luxury to buy into the position if needed, if it never gets me into profits, right? One little way that we could bless ourselves or hook us up with is the trail stop limit. You do not have to be greedy. I say that to say this. We give you stocks every single month. We want to be consistently profitable. If you want to be consistently profitable, throw a 2 in the box real quick. Let me see everybody who would like to be consistently profitable. So don't pull a Mike Myers, right? And say, well, I'm still holding because I didn't get 1,100%. These stocks can go 1,100%, but realistically, if we could see 15 to 30% very, very consistently, isn't that something you want to put yourself in a position? Absolutely. We all want to put ourselves in a position for that. So me personally, every trade I take off this first part, I will put a trail stop limit in place, and I change it good till close And once I see 15 to 20% ROI, then it goes into about a 5 or 10% trail stop. Me doing that gives me specifically the average winning trade is about 30, 35%, and the average losing trade is about 25 to 30%. All right. So go over the rules one more time. We're going to, by the third Friday of the next month, we are going to enter whenever we take it in the first couple of days of the month. If the trade doesn't play out, we can enter it 2 more times to give us an average of 3 total buy-ins if the trade never plays out or gives us that profit, right? So we enter tomorrow, and in 7 days, it does not go in our favor. The next bearish predictable day, or when the stock market is bloody red, then I am buying another position and readjusting my trail stop limit with a good till closed or canceled order. And that's what I like to do. Getting into the trade, our bid and ask needs to be 20% or less. Our open interest needs to be 100 or more. That gives us how many people's at the party, our liquidity to get out of the trade, and our delta, we can go out of the money so everybody can get into the trade. Our delta needs to be 19 cents or higher. And if for some reason that trade never plays out, guess what? The last trading day of the month, we are cutting that trade. Does everybody understand the box right now?
No, I'm saying I forgot to.
Everybody understands those rules that we just went over, and I can erase it, put a 1 in the box. All right, perfect. We got some 1s. All right, this is recorded, so you can go back and watch it if you want. Now let's erase all this. This is just for the top part. Let's find what I'm going to make it 1 step further, and I'm going to share with you the options that I'm specifically looking at, right? First chart we got NVIDIA here, NVDA. I'm going to put it right back here to a daily time frame. And if you look at this right here, we'll go back to the weekly time frame, right? Why did I put NVIDIA on my watch list? Well, if you see, here's August. Here is August. Here is August. And over here is August. Look what happened in August. Price, you can't really see that, but price did push to the upside. You come to this August, price pushed up to the upside a little bit. You come to this August, price pushed up to the upside. And what do you think should happen on this August? Look where we're at right here, right? We are at a crucial area. We get a trend line break with earnings coming up into this month. That could be a good position to position us for a parabolic push to the upside. But if it hits my 15, 20% trail stop limit, I'm going to take that trade. So let's go into the option chain and let's see what is affordable for everybody to take. NVIDIA. Let me go to spreads, go to single, change this. All right, so if we're in August, we need to go to September. 1, 2, third Friday is 50 days right here. So we're going to click on this, right? This is the third Friday of the following month. We're going to scroll down. The reason we have these rules, this bid and ask, is 1140 and 1150. That is a difference. If you take the bid divided by the ask, that is like a 1% or 2% spread. That checks the box, right? However, these 109 calls, 1 contract, that's almost $1,200. Not everybody has an account size to buy 1 contract for $1,200. So what we do is we can go farther out of the money, and we can see where our contract is in regards to the 29-cent delta and 19 and 20 cents. Now, this becomes affordable for all of us. Why? Because these contracts are worth $250. Now we all can participate in that. Does everybody follow me? And look at the open interest. 103,000 people have orders for that position. So do they know something that we don't know? Are they expecting a run up this month? Based off of previous history, we would expect a run to the upside. So this one right here, we're going to do 920. I'm going to say NVIDIA. We can get loaded up for in the next couple days. We all take them together. We could take the 138s or 140 calls. So I'm going to say 138, 140 calls. And I'm going to put these in the chat and the Discord, right? So now we go back. Now we look at Apple. Let's do the same process that we just did on Apple. AAPL, third Friday of the following month. And we look at Apple. Well, if we go far out of the money, here's a 20-cent delta. One contract is $230. Everybody can afford that. You follow me? So 9/20 expiration. AAPL, we can get loaded up. And obviously, if you have a larger account, right? I'm just giving you the farthest that you should go out. So the 240 calls are the farthest you can go out. If you got a $10,000, $15,000 account, you could absolutely take a contract here at the money and risk a contract for $1,000, or you can come out of the money and risk $240. If you got a slightly average account, maybe set $5,000 to $7,000, you could come in between the farthest trade that we would take, or at the money one. So you go right here in the middle. So if you could buy one for $330, $490, but in the end, an ROI is an ROI. If you got $15,000, you might not want to buy one contract for $250. You might want to put $1,000 into it. So it's, in my eyes, it's better to buy one contract for $1,000 and pay $1 to buy in and out, or you could buy 4 contracts and pay like $4 in or out. You get to save that little bit of spare money. You know what I'm saying? I think of it like, well, if I could save that $3, put it in an account for my kids, and it helps grow their piggy bank. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has different account sizes. Remember that. But we can go out to the 240 calls. Next one we got, I believe it was Walmart. Yep, Walmart. So let's check Walmart out, see what option strikes we'd like for Walmart. WNT. This one we could take. See, this one right here is a cheap one. One contract, $64. I would personally buy a contract here or a couple contracts at that $2.50 range and go right at the money. But you could go out and get the 75 calls if you wanted to. So I'm going to say the 75 or the 70s, right? So just remember that. 9/20 WMT. We said, what did we say? 775 or 70 calls. Yep. Now I'll put this in the chat for you guys as well. I'm not going to leave you hanging. You guys could all we're going to call it report option strikes. Yep. So there's no confusion. Everybody can follow along. Nope, that's why we do it. Absolutely. All right, PG is the next one, and then UPS for the call side. PG and then UPS. So PG is Procter Gamble. Same thing right here. This one I'd probably go at the money. The contract's about $2 a contract. It keeps it the same as what we've been risking before. PG, I'm going to say the 170 calls. We get loaded up for that one. If you go farther out of the money, there's 77 cents, but it's underneath that 19-cent delta. So where's the line in the sand? Mine is that right there. So last one on the call side is UPS. And we could take the 135 or 140 calls. They're $220 once again, right in that $2 mark. UPS. Oops, I put the wrong thing in. 9/20 UPS. We'll say 135 calls to get loaded up. So that's on the call side for the top section. And what do we have on the put side? We got Baidu and Siri. They're the same exact rules, except we going down. If you look at this from previous history and you go to Siri, why did I put this up for the puts? I'll show you. Oops, I guess I got to put in the right symbol. That will help right there, right, Brandon? So check it out. Here's August. Right here, and we push down. Where's the next August? Right here. Look what happens. We push down. Next August right here. Look what happens. We push down. Coming into this August right here, what do you think should happen on Siri? You think we should go up, or you think we should go down? I mean, we got good odds in our favor, but the reason I like to give us 3 exactly, Camille says down. You're 100% right. The reason I like to give ourselves an opportunity to buy in if we need to, because if we get into a position where, let's say we buy the call right here, and then the next week it comes up, and these are bearish predictable days, and we buy the next call right here, or I'm sorry, the put. Say we buy the put here, and then we buy the put here. it'll bring those two together and it'll give us a cost basis of right there. So instead of it going all the way up here against us, thinking it's over, in 2 weeks down, it comes back down to your entry, then it's the end of the month. Versus if you average in again on the second time, now your entry, your average cost is right here. And then you see what happens is we push right on down. So that gives us an advantage, right? So that's why I created that plan for us. So we can go back here. We'll get these loaded up. Siri. We got 920 puts. 920 Siri. All right, so these ones are dirt cheap. So these ones I'm probably going into money because I like to keep it right around that $2 mark for me personally. You could go out of the money, but these ones are so cheap, I'd probably go with the 4 and 450 puts. Yep, absolutely. And then the last one we had on the sheet, correct me if I'm wrong, was Baidu. We got BIDU. 920 expiration. These are the puts. Same thing, 920. And we got Baidu. And let's check it out on the put side. Put side, we could take this strike right here. Guess what it is? Right in our sweet arsenal, $2.23 a strike. That's actually really good. 80 puts. There we go. Perfect. So now we got that. Yeah, I'm not going to send it yet because I want to put gotta get on to the next part. So does everybody feel confident in how to use the MasterMind report to take this? So for instance, say we buy NVIDIA and then we go back up here to the calendar. Oops, wrong one. The Oracle. And say we buy it right here. Guess what's next on my calendar? The 12th through the 14th. So I come over and look at my calendar. The 12th is Monday, the 14th. So in this week right here, the middle of the month, I'll be adding in to my calls if I don't ever get into profits, right? So once again, we go back down here on my calendar, the 12th through the 15th. If I buy NVIDIA and it never goes up and gives me my 15, 20% ROI to go risk-free in a trail stop, I will take a position on the 12th through the 14th as my second position. My third position, I'd look up here, come down here, and I would say, well, the 21st, I see 3 bearish days in a row. So I'd go the 19th through 21st would be my third one. And if it never plays out on the last trading day by August 30th, guess what? I'm cutting the trade and I'm moving on to the next month. Does everybody feel confident trading this top part of the report? Give me a 1 back in the box. Put a 1 in the box if everybody feels confident.
Pick up some dust and get money, or just like.
Awesome. I see tons of 1s. Yep, and I will post these strikes. I also have the summary going as well, but I will post that up in the Discord and Facebook group along with the recording. So moving along down here to the second part, we have this right here. We have OTC plays, high risk, high reward trades. If you do not have a large account or you don't have a lot of money to play with, please just pretend this part isn't here. For other people who have a little extra money setting off to the side, this is how this works right here. TGGI. This is what happens. And this is a weekly time frame. You see that price pushes up, we could sell out. We come back down, we get hammered, we could buy again. Price pushes up, we come back down, we get hammered. We buy again, price pushes up, come back down, we buy again. We got to wait for 2 or 3 months, then price pushes up. Price comes back down, we get hammered, we buy again. Here would be our entry, and then 6 months later, price pushes up. Now, you look at the price, 0.0018, and it hits 0.0074. This point to that high point right there, it's about what, 6 months, 7 months, maybe 8 months in order to go there, right? In order to give you 0.0017 all the way to the high of 73. That right there is let's see, we'll take 73 minus 13. So 60 divided by 13 is 0.0013. That's what? Times 100. I think that's 4,461%. Which I'm not sure if that's even right. Let me see. 20, 40, 60, yeah. That's about 450%. So if you got 100% here, 100% here, 100% here, 100% here, 100% here. What do you think's bound to happen right here that we got hammered? Very soon, we should push to the upside again. Everybody follow me? So it's been beaten down for a long time. That's one of them. The second one that I keep an eye on, MJNA. It is a marijuana stock. If this gets regulated in the future, if potentially Trump gets in, this stock could run because this is medical marijuana. This will come off the OTC, I feel, because at one time, this was pennies. It's at 0014. Like, you could buy probably 1 million freaking shares for $100 or something. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. And if it went to a penny, that right there is what? Like what, $10,000 or something? Crazy. Off a $100 bet. So the potential is there. But once again, these are like the lotto-ish type trades that I would take. If you do not have them or you don't have the extra money, please skip that away. All right. Next part, retirement shares for August. You hear me say this all the time. I day trade for my job, swing trade to help grow my account, and then pay the bills with both. The remaining money I'm putting into my retirement account. Why? Because they are investments for me. Anytime they're in profits, I could sell out. Anytime I need the money, I could sell out. But a lot of them pay a dividend, and a lot of them grow over time. All right? This is my theory on this right here, and this is why I do it. Every investor always wins, right? You buy real estate, you buy a house. 20 years ago, say, I'm going to pick on Barry Parker. Say Barry bought a house in 2000, right? It's 2024 right now. That house for $100,000, right? In 2000, and I don't even know if he bought a house there. I'm just going to pick on him. 2008, the market crashed. That $100,000 house might have went down to $50,000 or $25,000. Right? Would you sell your house if your house went from $100,000 down to $50,000? Put a yes or no in the box real quick. Trying to see something. Put a yes or no in the box real quick if you would sell your house if it dropped that much right there. All right? I see every single person put a no in the box. You'll know why that is? Because you believe in your house for the long haul, so why would you sell it for a loss? Right? I mean, it's logical. The same thing, I do that with my shares. I only buy shares of companies that I feel can adapt and can't go to zero, except I can't say can't. So I say less than 2% probability. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean my Apples, my Amazons, my Googles, my Waste Managements. If those companies go to zero, you know how many other companies are going to fail before they go to zero? A lot. And if they do fail, right, we're probably all going to the river to fish for food. You know what I'm saying? Those are odds I'm willing to put my money into it. So once again, I'm buying all my shares with lotto money, right? House money, the monies that I made from the trades on the profits from the swing trades and the day trades. I personally own about 45 or 48 shares in my retirement account, and I didn't add a single dollar into that of my own money. And the same plan I told you to do, that's all I'm doing. Now, give you another story. I had a buddy in 2019, right, buy this stock right here. Everybody knows this stock right here. And I'm mad because I didn't do it. I didn't believe in it, but he did believe in it, right? And we can't even go back to 2019. Let me go back. We'll go back to 5 years. So now check this out. He had a job. And in a job, down here, at $14, $15, it's split. So these are not accurate representations, but it mirrors the same exact thing. For 1 year straight, from 2018 to 2019, he bought 1 to 3 shares every 2 weeks with his paycheck. I'm going to have a little contest there real quick to have this be fun. What do you think his in 1 year, he accumulated $12,000 worth of shares. What do you think he saw from that $12,000 investment? Just put what you think in the box. Buy, let's say, what do you think he put in his box? 1 million. Nah, not quite that. 500K. All right, so now check it out. He had 12K over here. All right, now remember this. 12K. At this point right here, 12K is about $21, and before the split, it went up to $167. So that position right there, right, 167 from $12 to $120, 1,000%. So he went about 1,500%, like 15x. So 1,000% return, right? 10x would be $120,000. What happened is check it out. His 12 grand right here was worth, we'll say about, we'll say 12 grand was worth about $150,000 at this point. And he didn't add any more shares in at that point. It's a true story. $150,000. I'm having him come on the call sometime. $150,000. Then it did the 5-to-1 split. So then his shares at an even price right here, he paid himself a little bit. Went down like I think $10,000, $15,000. Now you have an average base of about 140. After you split the shares, owning a lot more shares, it went up here to $414. That right there is another 3.5, 4x of his money. So if he had $120,000 after he spent 30 grand, 120, 240, 360, 480, $600,000. He didn't see that because he spent money, but he saw about $450,000 from that. Terrell says, what'd you say? Torian says, say that again about what trades are for your job and which is long term. So I say my lottos or my slogans is I day trade for my job, I swing trade to help grow my account, and I use the profits of both of them, the day trading and swing trading, to put into my retirement account with risk-free house money shares after all my bills are paid. So if I make $10,000 this month in trading and my bills are $7,000, I got $3,000 left over. You could put that into your retirement account or a different account and just buy shares, right? And that's a good thing. Another company we could have is like Hershey, because think about it. You buy this right here. Guess what? 1 dividend, 2 dividend, 3 dividend, 4. There's 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5%. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5%. So in 3 years, you just accumulated 15% for free, plus all the account growth. You follow me? Anyway, sorry to get off track. That hypes me up a little bit. Hey, absolutely. Gretchen said that's a solid investment. You darn right it's a solid investment. I'm sick because he believed in Tesla so much. I'm like, nah, man, Elon Musk is too far out there. He's too wild. I didn't see it. I wasn't big on the electric side, but really, I let my ego get in the way because I like the sound of my Escalade and the V8. And he bought into the Tesla with the cars. He owned Teslas ever since. And now look, because I let my ego get in the way from something that was reasonably good, right? It was a good company to get in early. I just didn't fully believe into it because I like gas cars, not the EVs. And he put it in, and guess what? He made more money than me that year. You know what I'm saying? You're still young, Brandon. We're all learning. Your Tesla move is on the way. Hey, you darn right it was. You know what I mean? I had some good moves too. I had a crypto coin where I bought it for $2 grand and it shot up to like $130,000 or $40,000. So that's a good trade right there too. You know, so we all have potentials to get in it, but you have to be in the markets to get that. Anyway, this month I'm going to be buying Google. Today and tomorrow I'll be buying some Google shares. I believe Google isn't going to go to zero. Next one is waste management, right? We can look at this on the chart. Let me bring this in a little bit closer. So first one was Google. We are underneath the alligator. We're on sale. I definitely want to be buying shares while we're on sale. Why? Because guess what happens? Google gets underneath the alligator. I'm buying. There's good. Under the alligator, buying. Under the alligator. Have to wait, buying. We're underneath the alligator. What do you think should happen? We're probably going to push up. All right. Same thing for what was the next one? Waste management. Waste management. We're underneath the alligator. What do we all do when we have parties and people over at our house? They all make a mess. They all make trash. What happens to our trash? Well, Waste Management is a trash company that drops it off at their plant and makes electricity and turns around and sell it. So Waste Management charges us to take our trash. Then they use our trash to burn in their incinerator to make electric, to sell it back to us, to the electric companies, which then we're charged again on the energy we use. You know what I'm saying? So in the future, we may have to invest in our household incinerator. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I believe Waste Management has a long shot to go to zero. So that's why I'll be buying that. Triple Qs, the Fab 7, all the big boys, Amazon, Google, they got beaten recently. Qs are on sale. It's an ETF of the NASDAQ. I believe that it's a good company to buy into. Microsoft, MSFT, is another good one. I'm going to be buying shares on that one right there as well. It did have an earnings fail. That's perfect. I get my stuff on sale, and we good. The last time we bought Microsoft in a report, it was about $180 or $200, and it's at what, like 400 right now or something. Let me just double check to confirm that. I'm still holding it. That's 417. I was thinking about selling it up here, but I'm like, nah. My goal is to get my portfolio up to $1 million and collect the dividends 4 or 5% a year, and have the stock market mailing me checks of $50,000, $60,000. They'll mail it to me every 3 months, 15, 30, 45, 60, every 3 months. And it's like, hey, when all my bills are paid, then I just get the $5,000 check a month, and we good. You know what I mean? As one of my streams. So that's my personal goal. 35, I'm gonna try to get it, or I will get it. I'm claiming it by 40, if not sooner. You know what I mean? So the last two, all my crypto enthusiasts, right? We can trade crypto in the stock market. There's ETFs that are based off Ethereum. There is Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin shares you could buy. The ones I like this month is like a Bitcoin thing is a GBTC, which is Grayscale Bitcoin. The same thing. We could buy this one as well. I was going to put this one in, which I'll be buying tomorrow as well. It's at $50. When Bitcoin goes on and breaks an all-time high and goes to $100 a share, right, or a coin, I should say, this might go up to $100 and $110. You follow me? So if we go back here to the daily time frame, or we go back to the weekly time frame, right? Anytime Bitcoin gets beaten up, I'm buying here, and I'm selling out up here. Look where we're at right now. We're at a crucial area. It's a good area that I'd want to buy for Bitcoin, especially with the bullish run coming up. But more importantly, I have this one right here. Solana. This is the Grayscale Solana coin. We could buy shares, get involved in crypto in the market. So we come here to the daily time frame, and we are right above the alligator. I would love for this to come back down here, this $400, $430 range, because I believe Solana can go to $1,000. Right? I believe this share company could go to $1,000. I believe Solana can 100 or 1 to 3x very easily. The next one I'll be buying is Ethereum. We are completely hammered. Ethereum's at like what, $3,200, $3,300 a coin. This share's at $26. Would you rather buy one coin for that much or buy one share at $27? You could buy 10 shares for $270. You know what I'm saying? So next time you could buy shares for people at birthday parties instead of giving them a toy or something like little kids, and you're building into their wealth plan. You follow me? Because what happens when you do this? What happens when you buy a share right here at 20 and it goes up here to 40? They just doubled their money. Comes back down again, right? We looking to buy it on sale once again, and look where we at. We're at one sale opportunity. So I got those two right there. Last section of this, and then I'm going to open it up for questions if you guys have any, is Walmart and Apple. These have a 92% and higher probability. All right. These ones, you got to buy 6 to 9 months of option expiration time. And we looking for that 25 to 50% ROI to go risk-free. This is the game plan for these, right? Game plan is simple. You buy it this month and you hold it. If you never see 25 to 50%, the second month, we are buying on a bearish predictable day and when the stock is down in the red, right? So we're buying in on an on sale because the call premium loses a little bit of the value. If the second month never plays out in our favor, we will then buy the third month. And if for some reason we don't get profits by the third month, the very last day, I'm cutting it. If you followed that same exact plan, you would add a 100% win rate in 23 from all the trades that I've given you in the report. Go back and look at it. This year, we won every single trade except one, and the one I lost on was Beto. Beto is a Bitcoin share. when Bitcoin was pushing near the highs, and then it got hammered and fell down. Beto pushed down as well, and my premium never came back. But think about this: I bought 2 contracts, but you could have bought 1 contract for $360, and we ended up selling out at like $190. On all fairness, I tell you to buy a put. Hey, hush it, Josh. I bought a put with you. I made a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? But you did say that, so we good. Hey, gotta give credit where credit's due, you know what I'm saying? And that's part of the mastermind. I should have bought some puts, but I was stubborn with my win rate. I said, hey, it's going to bounce back, and that one didn't. So in all fairness, we have 100, not 100%, but probably like a 90. What 90? What are we in? Month 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. About 16 or 17 divided by 18. We still had a 94% win rate. If that's something, we still exceeding the 92%. So we all good. You know what I'm saying? We know you good probability. Nah, you good. So this month, Walmart and Apple are my my leap trades that I'll be looking to get into. Same exact plan. So let's look at some option chains. So if we're in August, September, October, November, December, January, we would need to go to at least January, but more importantly, probably March. So it gives us about 230 days. So I'm going to check out the March contract. And how can this be affordable? Same thing. We could buy this one right here, one leap for $177. That's affordable for everybody. You know what I mean? So you're going to say Walmart expiration is 3/21, 25. Walmart, we can get loaded up the 75 or 80 calls, right? 75 or 80 calls. So that's no questions asked. That's what we got on that one. And was the last one, was it Apple? So let me double check. Yep, it was Apple. Apple, same thing. We can go out of the money on this one, make it affordable for all. We could buy 1 contract we could mid price it in for probably about $400. So we could take the 260s or the 270s, right? And maybe that's expensive. What's the option premium? Let me see something on Apple. When's earnings? Earnings is, I think, what is it, today? When was his aftermarket? What are we at right now? 219. Yeah, earnings was today. So hey, there we got it. So that's a good time. It didn't really gap up. It's up actually $1. That's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? So we'll look at Apple, same thing. 3/21, 25 expiration, AAPL. And we could get loaded up the, what did we say? The 270s or the 260s. So 260s or 270 calls. And that's our options list right there. So now we should be good right there. Let me highlight all this and I'll put the summary in Facebook as well. Copy. I'm going to put that in the chat. Now you guys do me a favor. Throw a DCG in the box right now if you guys feel confident in the report trade. So if you feel confident in utilizing the report, how to make money on stock options, give me a DCG in the box real quick. Just let me make sure I can see that. Make sure you guys got it, got value from this, and we good. So perfect. I see a whole bunch of your DCGs coming in the box. They coming in still. Awesome, awesome. Appreciate you guys. Yep. All right, now does anybody have any questions? Anything about trading? Any questions you have? It's your time to shine. Gretchen, go ahead.
Hi, yes. I have a question about the SPX trades that you do in the chat. Are those based on the TNT when you look at the chart, or how are those day trades set up?
Gotcha. That's a good question. So, what we do here is you look at SPX. We use Swingmaster Pro AI. and this AI Lotto High, or this AI Lotto High and this AI Lotto Low. We got see where the strike is, 55.10 and 56.03. We went a little bit inside of it. So we're using these to create targets for us. And all we're really doing is waiting for the market to expand one way or another. And there's a couple different things that we have in here. So if you see these three dashed red lines, this is a huge pivot right here. So all we said was today we saw the market starting to break to the upside. So we used this strike right here based off Swing Master Pro AI, got that right for the call. And this little bit right here was enough to generate over 100% ROI. You follow me? Then when the price came all the way back down, once we closed underneath this pivot, we got the puts right there, and we used this lotto, and we went farther out, and this right here from the call out, that's $200 into about $17,000 down here if you held to the very, very low. Are you following me? So we put that into WhatsApp chat every single morning. It's affordable for all because think about this. One contract's typically in the range of, I mean, every day it's different, but it could vary from $100 to $300 just for one contract. I trade 5 of them depending on the price. So I may trade with about $1,000 to $1,500 in a trade, but you could come in and trade one contract for $100 to $300.
Are they put in at a particular time, or it just kind of depends when the setup happens?
Well, I mean, it just depends when the setup happens, because if say we trade sideways, we don't ever break out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to wait for us to break out or break down one way or another. It's not like a trade where it's like we take it at 9:43 or 10:07 every day. You know what I mean? Every day is different.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yep, not a problem. When the calls and puts haven't reached ROI and you buy on a bearish day, you buy at the same strike. Absolutely, Michael. That is the only way that you're going to bring your cost average of the contract in. So say for instance, let's say we bought a put right here, right? And just pretend this is a daily time frame for $500, right? And let's say it retraced right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a bearish predictable day or a bullish predictable day, and we're buying puts. It's the same thing, but opposite. Then we buy another contract for $3 here, right? That brings our average in of $4. So then instead of us having to break this low, our average would be right there. And guess what? One day, we're now in profits, and we could get our 10, 15, 20% with an average in and go risk-free. And then we come all the way down here, and it end up blessing us. You follow me, Michael? So you buy the same strike. You put a 1. Awesome. Hey, anybody have any other questions? It's your guys' time right now. Go ahead. Jesse, go ahead.
Hey, Brandon. Along those SPX plays, so we have to have a margin account to do that, right?
Hold on a second. Which ones are you talking about?
The ones in the morning.
No, those are a cash account.
Oh, okay. So the margin account's iron condors.
The margin account is for the iron condors, or any time that we sell for premium.
Sell for premium. Okay.
Because the
Okay,
iron condors, you're buying and selling options.
Yeah.
In the mornings when we day trade, we're buying directional calls or puts.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I just opened up my second account, the cash account.
So the cash account you could day trade with.
Yep.
Because the loophole is this. In each account, the day trade, you can day trade on a margin account too, but you need $25,000 in your account. If you don't have $25,000, then you can open up a cash account, and in the cash account, say you have $1,000. You essentially could trade, you could buy and sell 5 $200 trades in one day, and then your money's available to trade with the next day. So in the cash account, you can day trade up until all the cash in your account's used up for that one day. And that's the loophole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was doing the right one. I do have one cash, one account on margin. I need to put some money over for the SPX plays. Matt, I missed today, man.
Yep. Hey, it's money, bro. But in the end, you just gotta stay consistent and roll with it, you know?
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yep. What's SPX and Robinhood? Is there a comparison? I'm not sure. I do not trade on Robinhood. I trade on E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. Well, I guess it's Thinkorswim Schwab now. So those are the two platforms I trade. I have a Webull account, but I only ever really bought crypto in that account and just bought and sold it just because someone got me to sign up with it because you got the free shares, and that was what, like 6-7 years ago. So I don't day trade off that. I feel E-Trade and Schwab, Thinkorswim is superior to those. I think Tastyworks, TradeStation is all superior as well. Me personally, I just never got into the Robinhood or the Webull. Now investing for the long haul or buying shares, I think it's just fine, but that's just me. Let's see here. So I answered Nima's. How do we roll up Iron Condor ? And when should we roll to and strike? What do you mean, Michael? We're not rolling nothing. We buy it and let it expire worthless. We either get a max win or a max loss. And yeah, so we don't ever roll strikes. We just take another trade with a different expiration. So I guess essentially it's like rolling, but it's just I don't click the roll or nothing like that. Yep. What do we need to do to get into the WhatsApp chat? You're not in the WhatsApp chat, Susan? We have a stock options only WhatsApp chat where we call all these plays out. You're not in it, Susan?
No, sir.
All right. Send me a message. I'll send you the WhatsApp chat. You can join it. So in that, we only focus on the SPX and NDX day trades, and then we focus on like some iron condors and some swing trades only. But it's just a way to hold the stock option people accountable. We do have some trade school students in there right now, but they will lose access in a little bit. So if you're in this on that call and you're in the light or the trade school aspect, which is I think is on the light, it is going forward. It will be for our mastermind members. So you can still have fun with us. You're just going to have to be mastermind. But it's just a way to have everything in there because sometimes some people aren't interested in the be your own bank or the NFTs, which is totally fine. Some people are. Like you gotta get in where you fit in, you know. So if you only trade stock options or that's one of your cash cows or that's how you want to trade, then you got to be surrounded by other stock option traders in a sense. You know what I mean? So it's just a way to keep it simplified and hold everybody accountable. Yep, got it. Yep, if you need to get in, just shoot me a message. Can you send me Swing Master Pro, please? Yeah, Mike, I already sent it to you, but I'll send it to you again. I'll make it easy for you.
I don't know where to find it.
Huh?
I don't know where to find it.
It was in your email.
Oh, in my email?
Is in your email or I think Facebook Messenger, bro. But it's all good. I got you. I'll take care of you again.
I'm gonna look in my email.
We
Thanks.
always got that one problem child, and you're mine. I got you.
I
I'll break.
love you too.
Hey, does anybody have any other questions? All right. Well, hey, if we don't have any other questions, tomorrow we are live trading. Remember that. Be there, be square. And then I go over why I called out some of the trades I did using the tools that I use. And we'll make some money that way. So tomorrow will be a good day. So happy Friday. Let me trade for the first hour. 10:15, 10:30, we'll start class. And I'll give you back your Friday. So appreciate you guys. You guys are all rock stars. Never hesitate to reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns. Until next time, you all have a blessed one.